The Subramanyam government in Karnataka is already under fire over a recent spate of murders. The opposition BJP upped the ante today, claiming that there is a complete collapse of law and order in the state. On Tuesday evening, CEO and MD of a newly established internet company were hacked to death in their office in Bengaluru. As per the police, business rivalry is said to be the reason behind the double murder. Prime accused, identified as Felix, worked with the victims and was their senior colleague at GNet, the firm they worked in earlier. Phanindra and Vinu then quit their jobs and started their own firm in November last year, which led to differences between them and their previous employer. Felix believed that his firm was losing business to the newly created company of the victims. His two associates have now also been held, while the police is looking out for the owner of the GNet firm, who is believed to be the main conspirator.
We have another accused to be traced. Once that accused is secured and we do all the formalities and his interrogation, we can establish the exact motive. But for now we can say that it is by past association that this crime has been committed, and the accused and the deceased persons were known to each other. When the incident was happening, other people did try to stop them, but because they had weapons in their hands and they started threatening them, they did not intervene and they all ran away, and while they were going out, they tried to lock the door.
Now remember, this double murder took place just days after the brutal murder of a Jain monk in Belagavi. Acharya Kam Kumar Nandi Maharaj's body was found dismembered and dumped in a borewell. The relatives of the monk have alleged that he was tortured with electric shocks before being killed and chopped into pieces. The police have arrested the two accused in that case as well and have blamed a financial dispute for the murder. Before that, on Sunday evening, a Hindu activist named Venu Kumar was killed on the outskirts of T. Narsipura after an argument over the poster of actor Puneet Rajkumar at a Hanuman Jayanti procession. The accused were identified as members of the Yuva Brigade, the same outfit with which Vinu was associated. So far, two accused have been arrested in this case as well, and 4 others are still at large. In the wake of these horrific killings, the BJP today staged a protest at the Vidhan Sauda, slamming law and order situation in the state. BJP leaders also marched to Raj Bhavan and handed over a memorandum to the governor demanding that the case of the monk's killing be handed over to the CBI.
There should be CBI inquiry in Jain Muni's case, and total collapse of law and order with several incidents happening. Yesterday only, 2 IT CEOs have been murdered in daylight in front of everybody. There is no fear of law, there is no fear of police, and there is a jungle Raja in this Karnataka already. Within 1.5 months, it has deteriorated. And the same police which were efficient because of interference of this government, because of the corruption in transfers, because the moral of the police has gone down, all the anti-social elements have come up outside, and now they are reeing the entire cities in different parts of the state, and we condemn it, and we are asking the governor to take immediately, direct this government to take proper actions.
From one of the legislators, sir, what will be the main demand to the governor today?
The main thing is asking the governor to direct the government to ensure the law and order is protected and the people's lives are protected, because there's a complete collapse of the law and order.
This recent brutal murder of Jain Muni Acharya Nandi Maharaj, Kamakumara Nandi Maharaj from Chikodi in Belgaum is shocking. The Jain Munis are known for their non-violence, their service to communities and society, and for somebody like him, a gentle person from a very gentle religion who preaches non-violence, to be brutally murdered in this fashion, and the police and the government swinging into action only after repeated protests of the BJP shows the kind of state that Karnataka is surely and slowly becoming a safe haven for these type of criminalities.
Now, the Subramanyam government has hit back at the opposition BJP, calling the protest by them theatrics. The Congress government also vowed to take strict action against anyone guilty for horrific murders or trying to inflame passions about these crimes.
This is the state of affairs that have been left behind by the BJP. This is the legacy of BJP which we are controlling. So the Yuva Brigade person who was murdered by whom? by the BJP people. Accused number 4. His relative is a BJP corporator. His relative is a BJP Yuva Brigade president. So this is the legacy left behind. We are sorting it out. We will do it. This is just, see, this is theatrics. They don't have a leader of opposition. They need people's attention to be diverted, and that's just they're doing. They can do all the song and dance that they want. The law and order situation is well in control. This is not an anarchy state like how it was during the BJP regime.
Law and order is failing in Karnataka.
Our government will take strict action against gundas and all antisocial elements. It will be dealt with very strictly. Culprits will be punished.
They don't believe in they don't believe in Mahatma Gandhi, and they sit there for optics. How hypocritical that is. You know, they believe in the ideology of Savarkar and Godse and sit in front of Gandhi statue for a dharna. That itself shows that they are doing politics.
All right, so is this theatrics as the Congress claims, or a complete breakdown of law and order, which is the claim of the BJP? Let us take this across to Prashant GS, spokesperson of the BJP in Karnataka, JVC Sriram, political strategist, Advocate Nikhil Jain, political analyst, and Vivek Bansal, senior leader of the Congress. Let me ask you first, Prashant GS. Arrests have been made in each of the cases. With you marching to the governor's house today, the Congress is saying it is theatrics.
Padmaja, look at the scenes that have unfolded while the FIR was launched in the Jain Muni murder. What has happened? Initially, they did not name accused number 2 at all. Police probably wanted to let him off the hook. Only after some pressure from the BJP, police ensured in the second FIR filed that the accused number 2 was also included. And the police are trying to make out a case that it has been a case of financial dispute and therefore somebody has gone out and murdered the peace-loving Jain Muni. It is not the case, because you look at it from trying to giving a political angle is not the motto here. Look at how the scenes have unfolded. You can't merely accuse and complete the investigation that something was happened for a small sum of money. This seems to be a targeted killing and suppression of facts by the police, and Karnataka government under the Sidramaya and DK Shivkumar regime now is become a jungle Raj.
Okay, you are calling it a jungle Raj, Nikhil Jain. The action is only under pressure and it is jungle Raj, Nikhil Jain.
Definitely jungle Raj.
Let the Congress respond. Jungle Raj, they are saying.
Padmaja, I don't understand. Prashant is a good friend, and I absolutely don't understand what is at play here with the BJP. A Jain Muni is killed. Instead of trying to, release that, instead of trying to suppress any religious passions that may flare, what the BJP is trying to do is trying to flare up religious tensions in the state. What do you want out of the state government? A crime has happened, it is unfortunate, it is tragic, and political leaders should be trying to calm down people. Instead, the BJP is engaging in protests. The Congress government has come on record, they've arrested 2 accused.
Giving it a religious color. JVC, giving it a religious color. Why are you smiling? Nikhil Jain is saying you have dangerous designs.
No, what is he saying?
They did not file the FIR properly.
Padmaja, what is he saying? After the election results were announced, the next day there was a killing of a BJP worker at Oskote. And from there, the law and order has deteriorated and is deteriorating day by day. And they have filed an incomplete FIR. And it is high time that this murder of a Jain monk who is a peace-loving person coming from an extremely non-violent and ahimsa community, the probe must be handed over to the CBI. The Congress government, which is following the appeasement politics in Karnataka, cannot provide justice, cannot provide proper law and order to the people of Karnataka, because they are only believing in minority vote bank appeasement politics, which is deteriorating law and order.
Respond to this.
Let me remind my friend taking the side of the BJP that the lawless state, the most lawless state in the country right now is Madhya Pradesh, where a BJP leader is caught peeing on a tribal man. I don't understand what is the problem of the BJP in trying to flare up every crime that happens in a
was arrested immediately.
As some sort of
he was arrested immediately, and
the kind of dog whistling that is happening, Padmaja, on your show. These people, I think the BJP is trying to take everybody for a ride, including times now when they're continuously repeating the words peace loving. We know what the BJP means when they talk about peace loving. This is what is happening. The action that the government required to take has already been taken. An FIR has been lodged. A cabinet minister is cognizant of the matter. 2 people have been arrested, but instead of trying to calm down religious tensions, they're flaring it up.
Okay, in fact, if you think the BJP is the one playing communal politics, news just coming in, the All India Digambar Jain Mahasabha, Nikhil Jain, All India Digambar Jain Mahasabha, that's the breaking news coming in right now, has written a letter to the Karnataka Chief Minister demanding immediate investigation by the CBI into the killing of Acharya Kam Kumar Nandi ji. The Digambar Jain Mahasabha, Nikhil Jain, is saying the CBI should investigate. They are not satisfied with what's happened so far.
See, with all due respect to the Digambar Jain Mahasabha, they must realize that law and order is a state subject. The Congress government has a state police which is very well equipped to look into the matter. I don't understand what is this call for a CBI investigation, because what the BJP wants here is a CBI investigation so that they can somehow find a communal angle in all of this and flare up religious tensions right before 2024. They're still trying to recover from their loss in Karnataka, and this is what they're giving to the people of the state.
Prashant ji
I
has
don't understand what is this trying to conflate Jains with Hindus. BJP's actions are an utter disrespect to the Jain community.
Respond, Prashant GS. You are giving a communal color where there is none, and Nikhil Jain has gone a step further, saying you are trying to paint Jains as Hindus in the larger Hindutva cause.
Absolutely.
See, first of all, let Nikhil Jain understand, though he is talking for Congress, let him understand the reality on the ground. This targeted killing of people who are associated with the non-vote bank politics of Congress is happening. So I think Nikhil is satisfied with my statement now. If I say that it is the larger community that is getting killed, Nikhil is taking offense. I will say anybody who's not the vote bank of Congress, they're targeting those people. And the investigation is such a shoddy affair that till such time BJP intervened, the FIR did not name accused number 2 there. Why? What is the reason?
Prashant,
they wanted
who
to
is
suppress.
targeting them?
And there is evidence on record.
Prashant, who is targeting them? Unlike the case in Madhya Pradesh, where BJP people were found peeing on tribal people, this is not a case where any Congress person has been found complicit.
Nikhil, wait.
Who is targeting you? It's your allegation, Prashant.
Nikhil.
Who is targeting? Please
Don't
help me with
deviate from what has
understanding.
happened.
Who is
We have seen
targeting
what has
Jains
happened
in
in Rajasthan also
Karnataka?
today.
It is the BJP that is trying to target Jains to flare up communal tensions.
Okay, you know, hold on a second, Prashant GS. You know, you keep saying non-vote bank, non-vote bank. Let's take this one by one.
Government who's trying to do this.
Let's take this one by one, because again you keep saying, oh, you know, peaceful community, non-vote bank. Let's take a look at the Bengaluru double murder. Who are the 3 people arrested? It is Felix alias Shabarish, Vinay Reddy and Santosh alias Santu. Even in the case of the Jain monk, you've got 2 separate people, and let's just, you know, address the elephant in the room because you're saying it again and again. One of them is a Hindu, one of them is a Muslim. Why are you giving it a communal color? That is the charge against you. It is a crime. One is a crime against a Jain monk, one is a crime against 2 businessmen, one is a crime against one of your, Hindu outfit leaders. And in a lot of them, the criminals are also Hindus.
Prashant GS. Padmaja, more importantly,
let the criminal party. Yes, Padmaja, the criminal can belong to any religion. Nikhil, let me complete now.
Party has a leader who's been accused of any of these murders, but it's the BJP.
See, we are not saying that any criminals belonging to any religion will be brought to book. We are not saying that criminals belonging to a particular community will be shielded at all. But what Congress is trying to do here, you look at the FIR which was launched in the Jain seer murder, it is very clear that they wanted to shield their ministers who has probably got a close connection with the accused there to get out of the case. And nobody is confident that Congress is going to have a fair and transparent probe. Therefore, the only request
Prashant,
is
where
that
is the proof?
CBI should
Where is the proof of any Congress link in this?
No, how?
Prashant, where is the proof? Yeah, CBI will inquire into this, and I'm sure they're going to find a Rahul Gandhi link to this as well.
It is the lack of
CBI
law and
can
order.
find anything.
It is a breakdown of law and order in Karnataka. It is
My
breakdown
friend,
of
a lack
law
of
and
law
order in
and
Karnataka.
order is
People
a
are
crime
getting
happening
away
in a
with
state and the
murders in
police
daylight.
sitting silently.
And
It
Congress
is
government
not
is
the
silent on
police
that.
promptly lodging FIRs, promptly arresting the accused, promptly launching an
Police is sitting
investigation into
silently.
it,
They
and
are
the
not doing
cabinet minister
anything.
seizing
Okay,
on the
Mr.
power.
Vivek Bansal, now since you are saying that all the arrests have happened, the Bengaluru murder, and let me bring in Mr. Bansal and JVC Sriram on this. Here is what the Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar has said, tweeting a picture of Phanindra Subramanyam. He actually was also a Hindu leader. That is what is being said. And he has said, and I quote, let's just go to the Rajiv Chandrasekhar tweet. This is the other defining attribute of Congress governments, a direct fallout of appeasement politics, where killers and criminal terror organizations feel encouraged in the Congress safe havens. This is true everywhere where Congress and allies like TMC are in government. Criminals attacking Hindus are given a free pass. And let's take a look at the picture of Phanindra Subramanyam that has also been tweeted. Mr. Bansal.
Well, this has become a policy, or this has become a cliche with the BJP and their activists, that whatsoever, whenever a crime happens.
Yes, go on, sir. We can hear you.
Wherever a crime happens, they tend to attribute, they try to criminalize any issue, because they know that they have not been able to deliver the goods, the promises which they had made to the country. So the most simple way to encash the sentiments and to win over people is to criminalize any issue. What would you say that sadhus who are being murdered in UP day in and day out? Before 2021, 42 sadhus had been murdered. Recently in Gwalior on 30th May 23, Garib Raj Maharaj had been killed by what do you, how do you attribute it?
Who supported it?
As soon, and I don't think,
who was in power then? Congress actively supported it.
What are you talking? I am talking about. I did not intervene. Just please, just keep your. Don't intervene. What happened in 1984? This has become your policy. And in Karnataka, it didn't pay at all. You were known for being corrupt. The popular slogan was that you people were corrupt, and they paid you the penalty for it. That they trounced you at the hustings. So don't talk about corruption and don't try to trivialize such sensitive issues.
Mr. Bansal, if you're talking about corruption, don't forget.
Okay, JVC Sriram, respond to this.
Government is taking
JVC Sriram.
Government is
every time Congress forms a government, let's go back to even 1989 when Virendra Patel was the chief minister. Riots broke out. Communal problem is also always a knock when the Congress comes to
Mr.
power.
Bansal, one at a time. Sir, you've made a point. Now listen to JVC Sriram. He's trying to give it a historical perspective. Finish your point. JVC Sriram, one at a time, please, gentlemen.
1989 when Congress came to power in Karnataka, after Virendra Patel's government was formed, there was communal clash, and then same thing happened in Andhra Pradesh. Every time Congress forms the government, there is a communal clash, because they practice minority appeasement politics that gives a license and a free pass to the people who have terror links, who are rowdy elements in the minority community, to go and create disturbance and communal disharmony. And this has been the pattern whenever Congress is forming the government, and that is what is repeating right now. And you do not have any right to talk about the communal angle, because Congress has been doing it time and again, every time. And look at the kind of urban terror attacks which took place on 13 years back. You remember that 17 years back on this day, 7 blasts took place. What did you do?
Okay, here's the thing, leaving the politics aside for just a second, if there are organizations, if there is the organization of Digambar Jains who are saying that there should be a centralized investigation into the murder of the Jain monk, if the family of the victims in Bengaluru demand that a wider probe be undertaken, should that not be considered by the Karnataka government? I leave that question with you. In the meantime, no crime should be communalized, none whatsoever, whether it's the lynching of somebody or it is the murder of somebody, from Kerala to Karnataka to Kashmir. Thanks very much, gentlemen, for joining me. That's it then from me on this edition of the Explosive Exclusive. I'll see you